What's up, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Eagles on the Air. Salesian High School is a school that prepares its students for life. And we're here in our beautiful broadcast studio filming this podcast, and I have a great guest for you today. Our guest is the mom of a current senior. That senior happens to be the vice president of the student council. I would like to introduce you to Mrs. Isabel Bello. Mrs. Bello, thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you, Mr. Sallustio, for having this opportunity to be part of the broadcast and Eagles on the Air. It's a pleasure to be here.
I'm excited to have you on because as the mom of a student that I've gotten to know over the years, not just these past 3 years, but when we were in the process of enrolling Jorge here, probably we're talking about before 5 years ago. So you've come to all of our events, either as a volunteer or as a guest. I've got to know you pretty well, and I'm excited to share your experiences with those watching the show. You're not exempt from the rule, okay? Everybody that comes on the show gets asked the same question to start off, and that question is, what is your Salesian story? How did you guys, you as an individual or you as a family, come to join the Salesian family? And what has your experience and what has your ride been like?
Our story begins when Jorge was in fifth grade. My husband and myself asked him to go in an open house. And the times that we drive around New Rochelle, we used to see the wonderful facility. And we used to tell him, Jorge, when you be in eighth grade, you're going to come to the school. You're going to come to the school. When Jorge was in fifth grade, we came to the open house and he was in love with the school. He came to Saturday Academy. And from that day on, Salesian was part of his home. He came on eighth grade for an open house as well. And he felt like he was home. He had the opportunity to go to other schools for open houses, but he already knew where he was going.
That's great because it's very intentional what we're doing there. Is we're trying to expose Salesian High School and all the great things about us to these boys from the Bronx, from Westchester County, at a young age. So Saturday Academy is an opportunity for 5th, 6th, 7th graders, 8th graders to come and take those free history classes on a Saturday morning. The program is still alive and well. The program sells out each year. Mr. Federico does a great job running that program. And, you know, whether it's tax prep or what, we're constantly bringing young men onto campus. So I would like to think that we were at an incredible advantage being able to show ourselves off to the Bello family when Jorge was so young. What stood out the most, though? I mean, there's so much competition out there. There's so many great Catholic schools, co-ed, all boys. What stood out, though, about Salesian that's like, that's the spot for us?
When I was growing and back at home, I see the Salesian High School, which is also for boys. And I always said one day when I have a child, he will go to Salesian High School. Long story short, when we have Jorge, we always encourage him, like, you got to go to Salesian High School. You're going to go to Salesian High School. Every time we drive by around Salesian High School, we pointed it to him. And when he was in fifth grade, as I mentioned before, he came to open house, and that was the beginning. And he is in love with the school.
I didn't realize that your roots went that deep. That's incredible. I've known you guys for a while now and did not know that. So learn something new absolutely every day. Let's flip the script. Let's talk about Jorge for a second because he's our student. He's a senior. He's the vice president of the student council, baseball player, robotics team, gets involved in just about everything. I used him like crazy when he was a freshman to give tours to the eighth graders when they came and visited. So I want to just talk about him for a second. If you look on paper, he's done amazing. If you look on paper and nothing else, he's done amazing. But then you dig a little bit deeper and you say, well, he's got a 97 average, but he's also pitching for the baseball team. He's also volunteering at open houses. He's also coming to all these events. How proud do you feel as a mom that all this work you put in from when I'm sure he was a little boy, that he's making all of this worth your while?
We are extremely proud of him. My husband and myself, incredibly proud of him. He loves Salesian High School, that he helps in every event. Mm-hmm. It's either open houses, it's either any events, including with the staff or in classroom. He's over participating in everything. He's, like you mentioned before, he's part of baseball, the math leader program, St. Francis de Sales, and many more activities that he is, and he's always willing to help. And we are extremely proud. We always push him forward, like as parents should do, and he succeed in everything that he do.
We always talk about and we always hear about students that are in the building or students that have recently graduated. Some guys that graduated years ago. And I brought it up in the beginning of the show. And I say that Salesian High School is a school that prepares. Okay? We don't know what's next for Jorge, but we know that Salesian High School is doing everything to prepare him for what's next, be it college baseball, be it his profession in 4 years. Maybe he wants to become a doctor and he gets his first job in 8 years. We don't know. But we like to think that he is being prepared here. As a mom of, I'm the dad of 2 boys, and I know that entrusting them in school is very difficult. Do you feel like he's being prepared here for the next stages of his life?
Absolutely. From day one, when he came to freshman year, he got prepared from the very, very, very beginning. He got pushed forward, and we appreciate that very much. And he's always ready for the next step. He prepares so well when he's home and when he's in school, and he's willing to be challenged. As you know, he take very rigorous classes.
Yeah, his classes are very difficult, but he takes that challenge, accepts that challenge, faces it head on, and thrives. Okay, so it's not something he says, oh, the classes are hard and that's why he's not doing too well. No, the classes are hard and he's doing great. Okay, so I know that it takes a village. I know it takes a lot of people to help make someone successful. And so we're thankful that you sent him here and that we're part of his journey as much as he's part of our journey. I also want to say thank you to you and to your husband. So enough talking about Jorge now, enough doting on Jorge. Let's talk about the rest of the Bello family. Every time I run an event here, I can rely on you guys to come and volunteer. It's so important to be part of your son's education. And volunteering at events can simply be that means of getting involved. How do you feel volunteering? I know sometimes those days are long and sometimes it's like, we have this event. I know it's difficult. I really do. And so I want to publicly show my appreciation to you for always volunteering. How's that? Do you enjoy doing all that stuff?
I enjoyed every time that I'm here to volunteer in every areas, anything, anywhere you guys need me, I'm almost always ready to help. And my husband as well. We are considered our Salesian. This is a family. This is a home for us, especially for Jorge. He loves the school and he don't even have to ask. I already checked the calendar since we have the whole calendar. We mark the days, so I make sure that we're ready to help and volunteer.
I love it. And that makes our job so much easier. When a parent comes into an open house or to an accepted students night, I think it's so important that they get the opportunity to speak to a current parent, somebody in the shoes that they're going to be wearing in a year from now, in 3 years from now, whatever the situation is. So it's not just volunteering. You're really doing a job that night. Whatever that job or whatever that event is, it's so important that you're there and you bring an honest approach, a very, very motherly approach, and we really appreciate that. There's 10, 20, 30 events that we run here a year that the parents can get involved in. What is your favorite? I'm going to put you on the spot. And it doesn't have to be one that I run. I don't want to be like, I'm not like casting in that and be like, oh, she's going to pick an event that I run. What's your favorite event here?
Wow, that is really tough.
No, not an event that you volunteer in. I want to know an event that you are a guest at, that you could go to and enjoy.
Oh, absolutely. Mother and son's dance.
Number one?
Number one.
Not just saying that because I run that event.
Oh, absolutely not.
But
Not
does it
because you
help?
run.
Does it help that I run it?
It does.
It does. I know it.
And the second one can be the open house.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to explain you why.
Okay.
Open house, it gives me the opportunity to speak to parents and encourage about, as a parent to another parent, which they're not sure about the school, to send their kids here, to send their boys here. So I sit down with them and either in Spanish or in English, talk to them and make them feel comfortable in order for them to feel as well when the kids come as a freshman. And that makes me happy. That makes my heart really, really happy that they can see like, oh, wow, we have we have somebody who begin like us and encourage them about the school.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yes.
That's fun how you can turn that into like how you can just turn volunteering at an event into something so productive and so positive. That's great. And in preparing our kids for life, for school, for baseball, just preparing these boys for whatever's next, we always start by welcoming them. And you are a very big, very important part of that welcoming crew, as was Jorge when he was at least in the 9th grade, and still when he's meeting younger kids or kids visiting the campus. But it is so important, and you do such a great job of welcoming those families and making them feel, like you said, right at home. I am knees deep in baseball. I played baseball. I coached baseball. I watched baseball. Anybody knows me that knows that there's Met stuff all over my office. Okay. I know that you're a baseball mom.
Yes.
Okay. And being a youth baseball coach as I am, I coach my son, I coach both of my sons, and I coach my oldest son's travel baseball team. I know there's something very unique about being the mom of the kid who's pitching. Now, share with me, if you will, what kind of mom are you when Jorge's on the mound? Mom/fan.
Right. I'm the kind of mother that I walk back and forth. But when you see me walking back and forth, I'm praying. I'm praying. The entire game, you see me walking around, look around, but I'm praying. And I don't want to see what he's pitching. I'm just turning around, but I know that I trust in God.
All right, so I have a few different examples here. In my experience here, you're either, not you, I'm just saying you in general, as a sports parent / fan, because we're all fans, right?
Yes.
You know, like as much as you're coaching your kid, you want to see them do well. You're a fan of your own kid. You have the parents that are hovering over the fence, yelling directions at their kids. Throw a strike, take a bigger stride. You're yelling at them. So you're not that mom.
Sometimes.
Sometimes? All right.
Sometimes.
All right. So we got that one. All right. Yes. I knew she's got to be yelling something over the fence. I knew it. All right. So there's that parent. Yes. Then I would have had you pegged, and I didn't know the answer to this question, but I would have had you pegged as the parent who likes to get their steps in during the game.
Yes.
That it's like that nervous energy. But that's all right. We're praying. We're hoping for the best.
Yes.
Putting your trust in God, putting your trust in Jorge's training.
That's
that
right.
all will be good. See, because there was also, and I didn't have you pegged for this, so I'm glad you didn't say this one, because we also have the parent that when their kid is playing and even pitching is like the premier position. I played the outfield.
Right.
My parents can sit wherever they want. I played the outfield. Like I didn't have the stresses of pitching.
Right.
But there's some parents, I used to see this when I played the outfield. Some of the parents are sitting over the home run fence. They're 400 feet away. They can't be anywhere near the kids. I had a feeling that wasn't going to be you, though.
No, that is
right.
not me.
So you are a combination of yelling out instructions and pacing.
And pacing.
That's expected for a mom.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I scream very loud.
You
Scream
do?
very loud. Let's
I
go
wouldn't. I got to
Eagles,
get some more
let's go.
games.
Let's go.
I can't make that many games because like my kids are young and they play, and I'm booked like every night.
Right.
I got to come to a few games. I got to see this in action.
Yes.
And I've had from the games that I've been to, I do have a bunch of parents pegged as like those kinds of parents.
Mm-hmm.
I just see more and more of this in travel ball.
Right.
It's like it's so funny. I think it's such a comical part of the game. Yes. Because the coaches have enough to stress out about. So Mrs. Bello, you went from the mother of a 5th grader who was just taking a look at Salesian to the mother of a student enrolling at Salesian to the mother of a student looking to graduate from Salesian, all right, in 8 or 9 short months. Do you have any advice out there? Like if a 7th or 8th grader's mom or dad is watching right now, do you have any advice for them? Like what, because some of them call me and they're so overwhelmed, it might be their oldest son, and they don't know what to do. Like, do you have any advice for like that, for those parents?
Definitely. To be part of the school, don't miss anything because the time goes really fast. Enjoy every moment, every game, every activity, especially mother and son's dance. Please don't miss it. You will regret it. But no, just enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. And always push your son forward because you know that your son is capable, and be part of everything that you can. Enjoy it.
I'm glad you just said that. push the kids
Push.
because they are capable.
Yes.
Okay, sometimes we don't want to push them and then we hold them back. All right.
correct.
But I'm also glad that you said don't miss that mother-son dance because Jorge is now a senior, and you know what that means.
Yes.
What does that mean? Tell everybody what that means. What does he got to do now this year?
Well, he's gonna give the speech.
Oh, baby.
And yes, we've been doing the Mother and Son Dance for the past 3 years. And it's been fantastic. It's great to see those mothers, those sons dancing with the moms and enjoying the moment. But this year is really special.
This year is going to be great.
Yes.
It's a great group of seniors.
Yes.
Okay, these guys have grown so close to each other.
Very close.
And you know, the highlight of that mother-son dance is when we pass the microphone around and each of those seniors get 30 seconds to a minute to say something special about their moms. There's usually not a dry eye in the place.
No.
And that's my moneymaker, Mrs. Bello. That's how I get all these parents to keep coming back each year.
That's right. That is correct.
Do you have anything else for us? Because this has been very insightful. I learned a lot today. I learned that your family is from Peru, that you became accustomed to the Salesians in Peru. Did you know that Salesian is in 134 countries around the world?
That is correct.
Yes, 134 countries, and I'm happy that they landed in your home country.
Yes. Exactly. And it's a beautiful, beautiful school.
It is a beautiful school. It is a beautiful religious order. The Salesians of Don Bosco. The work they do is amazing, no matter where it is in the world.
Yes.
That work is always similar. Okay, so years ago we did a mission trip to Nicaragua. Their works were similar to ours.
Right.
Okay, worlds apart.
That is correct.
So I just want to sincerely thank you for coming on to the show, for sharing some of your experiences, for being such a close part of the Salesian family, for being such a close part of Jorge's education and his life in general. And just a big thank you for everything over the past 3 years, and looking forward to having a great senior year with the Bello family, with Jorge, with all you guys.
I would like to thank you and the entire staff from the school and the teachers. This is a great school. It's so much that I want to say that I don't know how to, but it's been a great experience this 3 years.
Just to repeat what I said earlier, we are as lucky to have Jorge here as you guys feel to have him here in our care. So with that being said, Mrs. Bello, you were an awesome guest. I know we got Jorge as a guest as well coming up soon. And without further ado, this has been another excellent episode of Eagles on the Air.